Yo, what is up YouTube? Back with another video. Today is the first video of a 3-video series where I'm going to be predicting the NFL playoff bracket. I'm going to do this for the entire AFC in one video, the entire NFC in one video. I'm going to pick the winners of the AFC Championship, the NFC Championship, and of course, make a video about that matchup, which would be the Super Bowl 55 matchup. Today, we are going over the AFC, every game up into the AFC Championship, and then once I have that winner, I'm going to make another video about the NFC bracket. So, the AFC is really good this year. Every team in the playoff bracket has 11 or more wins, including the 7th seed. So, you already know, the AFC bracket is stacked with teams. I think there are like 4 or 5 really good teams that could make it to the Super Bowl. Without a doubt, I think the winner of the AFC is going to win the Super Bowl because it is just that good. And if you win the AFC, it just shows that you are better than every team in the NFL. So, as you can see right here, the Kansas City Chiefs, they have a first round bye. They don't play wild card weekend. The 2nd seed Buffalo Bills play the 7th seed Indianapolis Colts. It's going to be a pretty good game. The 3 seed Pittsburgh Steelers play once again the Cleveland Browns 6 seed. They played them in week 17, then they are playing them again. But this time, Pittsburgh's got their starters, and unfortunately for Cleveland, their head coach Kevin Stefanski and Pro Bowl left guard Joel Bitonio are out in this game with COVID, along with a couple other Cleveland staff coaches, of course, and a couple other players. But that is a huge loss when your head coach is not allowed to play or coach this game, and their special teams coordinator is going to fill in as head coach. And then the third game for the AFC, a really good one that we have seen twice in 2020. We have the Ravens versus the Titans, but this time this game is in Tennessee. So those are the 3 games being played wildcard weekend, and I need to explain what's going to happen first. So the Kansas City Chiefs 1 seed. They play the lowest remaining seed that comes out of wildcard weekend, meaning if the Colts beat the Bills, they play the Colts. If the Colts lose, then the Kansas City Chiefs play the lowest remaining seed. That could be the Browns, the Titans, or the Ravens. This means that the highest remaining seed that's coming out of wildcard weekend, excluding the Colts, would play the 2nd highest seed. So if the Bills win, then they play the highest remaining seed, which is going to be 3, 4, 5, or 6. So let's start with the 2v7 game, the Colts at the Bills. I think both of these teams are really good. The Colts are really good at running the football. Of course, Jonathan Taylor had a monster game week 17. I hope the momentum carries into this game. The Colts offense can throw the ball pretty nicely, and their defense has bright moments. The Colts usually get off to a really, really hot start in the first half of games, and then in the second half, they do not capitalize on their lead, and they end up choking sometimes. And then on the other hand, we got the Bills, probably the most explosive offense in the NFL at this point in time, scoring over 40 to 50 points a game in the last couple weeks of the season. Absolutely explosive. Josh Allen has all the time in the world to throw the football. Their defense is pretty solid. It's a simple fact that no one's, stopping Josh Allen at this point in time. I think the Bills are going to get the win at home against the Colts, and the Bills are going to advance into the divisional round and host the remaining highest seed. The Bills are just too good to stop at this point in time. So the Bills are going to win this game. Next game we got 3 versus 6. We got the Steelers hosting the Cleveland Browns. So the Steelers almost beat the Browns with their backup squad. It's kind of, embarrassing. Cleveland's got 11 wins. Pittsburgh's got 12. And, Pittsburgh's bench their starters almost beat the Browns in Cleveland last week. And I think this momentum is going to carry for the Steelers, almost beating them. Of course, they get TJ Watt back, Ben Roethlisberger, Cam Hayward, most of their starters. 9 people were out, and of course, they were missing 1 player, Joe Hayden. Besides that, Steelers are pretty much going to be stacked in this game. Unfortunately for the Browns, like I said in the beginning of the video, head coach got COVID. Kevin Stefanski and left guard Pro Bowler Joel Bitonio are out in this game. Not looking good for the Browns. I just think that simple fact their head coach is out is really, really bad. The dude's a genius. Can't deny the facts. He's got, he took one of the worst teams in the league, made them into a 11-win playoff team. Unfortunately, simple fact that their head coach is out just, puts the odds in Pittsburgh's hands even more than I think they already had. I think Pittsburgh is going to destroy the Browns in this game and win this game by 20 points. And the last game, we got the Ravens at the Titans. This is a rematch of the ages. They played each other twice last season. Not last season, but last year. They played each other in 2019 in the playoffs. Titans won that. And then they rematch in 2020 in Baltimore once again. Titans won that again. Is it going to be the same outcome? I believe not, and here is why. I just believe the Ravens are on a revenge tour. You're reading the articles, well, they're correct. The Ravens are out for revenge. Lamar's thirsty. This offense just looks incredible at this point in time. It's explosive, and their defense, of course, has always been good. But why I think the Titans are going to lose this game is because their defense is, in my opinion, one of the worst in the league. It probably is the worst in the league. They have to score 30 to 40 points against a bad team to win. Their offense, of course, is really good. The Titans' offense is incredible. But when your defense, lags behind, allows really bad teams to score a lot of points, just imagine what the Ravens are going to do to you. I believe this is going to be a really high-scoring game. Maybe both teams reach 40 points. I just think the Ravens are going to out-compete the Titans just because the Ravens' defense is better. So, with that being said, as you can see on the screen, we got the Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Baltimore Ravens. We got the Buffalo Bills hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both of these matchups have actually happened in 2020. The Bills hosted the Steelers week 15. The Bills destroyed them. And of course, the Ravens hosted the Chiefs. The Chiefs had a really, really good game, and they beat them in Baltimore week 3. So let's start with the Bills at the Pittsburgh Steelers first. This game happened week 15, and this game missed one player on the Steelers team. And honestly, I think this one player missing just absolutely destroyed the Steelers. And this player was Joe Hayden. He did not play in this game. And this just absolutely destroyed the Steelers because Stephon Diggs just straight out destroyed the Steelers defense, their secondary, something that they take pride with. And the first half looked good, but then they exploited Joe Hayden not being there, and they just absolutely destroyed the Steelers. Steelers could have won that game if their offense played better. I definitely think that this game is going to be closer than it was in Week 15. I think the Bills are going to score 20 to 30 points. Steelers are going to be in 20 to 30 points. But at the end of the game, the Steelers have never beaten the Bills, the new-look Bills, of course. And I don't think they're going to. I think the Bills are going to top the Steelers in this game just because their offense is going to find a way to stay on the field longer than the Steelers' offense, score more points, and ultimately win the game. I do believe Pittsburgh's defense is going to play better than it did the last time just because Joe Hayden's back. Probably limit and make this game a very close one, but I definitely believe the Bills are just, they're absolutely balling right now. I don't think any team can stop them, and they're going to win this game probably by a short amount of points, maybe 3 to 6 points. And the other game we got the Ravens at the Chiefs. The Chiefs, oh man, 15-1. They're looking like the best in the league, like they have been the last year or two. We got the Ravens, like I said. They are on a revenge tour. They are red hot. I believe the Ravens are going to come into this game with an absolutely amazing performance. I believe the Ravens, they have to win this game just because, I believe they have the capability to win this game. Kansas City played a really, really, really easy schedule. Not a lot of hard teams. And I think Baltimore has the upper hand. They need their revenge on Kansas City. But of course, Kansas City, they are electric. Their offense is unstoppable at some points in times. Mahomes can ultimately complete the ball whenever he wants. And Kansas City usually ends up winning this game. But every time these two teams play, it's a really close one. It comes down to the points. It went into overtime, I believe, once. And I believe the Ravens are going to ball out in this game. Their defense is going to step up and beat the Kansas City Chiefs. The Ravens are going to ball out in this game, trust my words. And this is coming from a Steelers fan. A Steelers fan who picked the Bills to beat the Steelers and the Ravens to beat the Chiefs. Something I don't want to happen, but I definitely believe it's going to. The Ravens, they're spicy right now. As spicy as the Bills. And it's going to be a really good AFC Championship game between the Bills and the Ravens. So that is right. My AFC Championship game is between the Bills. Number 2 seed Bills hosting the number 5 seed Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens, they're spicy. The Bills, they are probably even spicier. Both of these offenses are electric. They can score whenever they want. But honestly, I think the Bills' offense is a slight bit better. The Ravens' offense is one-dimensional as they can run the ball very effectively. Very, very effectively, I should say. And, of course, their passing game hasn't been that good. The reason why the Ravens have 5 losses is because their passing game is, one-dimensional. They can only run it. But it's been getting better and better in the last couple weeks of the season, especially with Hollywood Brown stepping up, Mark Andrews becoming a solid target, and Dez Bryant getting a couple touchdown receptions. But nothing is enough to match that Bills offense, just because Josh Allen can do whatever he wants. Have you ever seen a picture of him just standing there for literally 20 minutes finding an open receiver? Yeah, me too. He just stands there. Stephon Diggs wide open, John Brown wide open, Dawson Knox wide open. It's unstoppable sometimes. And the only way the Ravens are going to win this game, with a solid defensive effort. And if you know anything about football, the Ravens always have a good defense, and they have the opportunity to win this game. 2 very smart teams, 2 smart coaches. Which team is going to win this game? It's going to be a close one, obviously. And I think Buffalo, with all that momentum, is going to have a better performance on offense, just on offense. Both these defenses are going to play solid. But, Buffalo is going to have a better offensive performance and slightly win this game by like 3 to 6 points. Pittsburgh and Baltimore are pretty, similar teams in the way that their defenses are really good. So the Bills are going to be playing the same team twice in a row. And honestly, I see the Bills winning this game. And the Bills are going to the Super Bowl. It's going to be a very, very good AFC playoffs. All these teams are really good. Any team can win. It's going to be really good. So that is it. Comment down your predictions below. Thanks for watching. Adios.